Any normal functioning prefrontal cortex will recognize that the global education system has failed the masses of society. And there are obvious reasons why I'm making this statement. At a later date, I will get into those reasons. But it's based on those reasons we at Global Branding and Marketing has developed a unique content that is designed to help people to live life abundantly. And I'm going to talk about that briefly this morning. So, just before I get into the topic this morning, permit me to introduce myself. My name is Gary Thompson. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the author of several books, including Billionaire Codes, and I'm the best-selling author for Billionaire Codes. And my most recent book is Manager's Toolkit. Now, welcome once again to Financial Intelligence. At Global Branding and Marketing, we have designed a unique program that is titled Mega Money Corporate Brand for Self-Actualization and Cash Flow Maximization. Let me repeat it. The title of this program is Mega Money Corporate Brand for Workplace Self-Actualization and Cash Flow Maximization. It's a corporate brand. And in this program, you will learn about the 4 superhighways to mega money. Whether you have a big business, a small business, or a medium-sized business, the content of information is going to literally take your organization to a whole nother plateau of performance. In our program, you will learn about the 4 superhighways to mega money. The first one that you will learn about is one that we call land asset acquisition, asset leverage, and asset protection. And of course, in this context, you need to understand what is our definition for land asset acquisition. I'll talk about that briefly. What exactly do we reference when we speak of land asset acquisition? It's first of all important for you to recognize that land asset acquisition can be viewed in 2 contexts. One is the primary nature of land, and 2, the secondary nature of land. Again, what do I mean by the primary nature of land? In our program, we help you to understand the primary nature of land from the standpoint of what is the commodity trade industry. The commodity trade industry is a multi-trillion-dollar trading market. So in this market, you will learn about issues like metal, precious metal, agriculture, and energy. Now, what does metal, precious metal, agriculture, and energy has to do with you and maximizing your cash flow and mega money? The reality is this. The major financial players in the world, many of them are found in the commodity trade industry. Now, these are the players that are traded in metal. And for metal, we have things like lead, copper, nickel, and aluminum. And we have China and India, who are some major player in this market. Trillions of dollars are traded across the world in these markets. And I'll tell you something just now. In the precious metal market, you have things like gold and silver and platinum and palladium. Perhaps you might have heard this for the first time. But learning about this and having this information, knowing how to leverage this information, can change your entire perspective on money and how you do business. In agriculture, you have areas like coffee, cocoa, beans, cotton, and the list goes on. Finally, you will learn about energy, and in energy, you learn about the power of oil and gas. Oil and gas across the world is the major determining factor of rise and fall of commodity. But the thing that I want you to also look at here is that each of these sectors I've just spoke about, they are multi-trillion dollars trading market. There is two ways in which you trade in this market. You trade by one, becoming a merchant, and you trade two, by becoming an investor. And as an investor, you can be a passive earner of a multi trillion industry. The question is, do you understand this sector enough to make informed and educated investment decisions in this market? At Global Branding and Marketing, we have designed that content to bring this kind of information to you that will literally show you how to put your money to work for you. And this that I'm saying to you is only a tip of the iceberg of the information you need to have to transform your life financially. So what I've just talked about is the primary land asset, but there's secondary land asset. And secondary land asset will address things like residential real estate, commercial real estate, and industrial real estate. Again, these are annual, multi-trillion dollar industries, and you need to get some skin in the game. The wealthiest people in the world, the Kiyosakis, the Buffett, the great minds, the great financial gurus in the world, they're traders in these markets. But do you know enough to make informed and educated decisions about trading in this market? And here is where Global Branding and Marketing comes in to provide you with that content of information that will transform your life. So far, I've talked about one topic, and that topic is land asset acquisition, asset leverage, and asset protection. What I've just talked about is land asset acquisition. When you come into our program, you will learn so much more about land asset leverage. Asset leverage. How to leverage the commodity trade market, and to ensure that in leveraging the market, you're optimizing your chance for cash flow maximization. Why? Because you understand the market. You know how to navigate the market. You have a practical feel and know-how of that market. So you're getting into the depth. You're getting some skin in the game from that standpoint of knowledge. The third part of this is what we call asset protection. And here is where a legal team and business development consultants will be working with you. So whether you make a decision that you want to get some skin in the game by becoming a merchant investor, a merchant trader, or whether you want to simply become a passive investor into this market, you will have a legal team to advise you on the best method of approach to protect your asset when you attain your asset. The last thing that you want is to build wealth, massive amount of wealth, and to lose that wealth because of carelessness or because of recklessness. There's so much more information that we want to share with you. This is only a tip of the iceberg of this new program that we have developed. So I've literally whet your appetite here as it relates to the 4 superhighways to mega money. We have looked at one of those superhighways, and there's so much of information here. So in another broadcast, I will go deeper into the entire program. But just let me say this to you. I'm so excited about this program, and because I know that this program, titled Mega Money Corporate Brand for Workplace Self-Actualization and Cash Flow Maximization, will change the life of your organization in terms of showing you how to better cash flow your organization, and it will literally change the life of your employees, because we will literally be showing you how to nurture the superhuman workforce and how to literally accelerate human resource development. The second lesson that you will learn under the four highways to mega money is superhuman development strategies and human resource optimization strategies. And that brings you to a pretty important concept that we call self actualization. In looking at self actualization, a thesis that was designed by the father of humanistic psychologist Abraham Maslow, we look at all of his strengths and we look at the weaknesses. And where there is weaknesses, we also introduce you to a thesis designed by Gary Thompson that will literally be showing you how to achieve blanket self-actualization within your workforce. I started off this program by saying that if you have an average functioning prefrontal cortex, you should recognize in a flash that the global education system has failed the majority of the people in the world. And the reason I'm saying this, the global education system is hundreds of years old. And today, what we do, we train our human resource to internalize information and apply information. Where's the superhuman learning? Where's the superhuman application? You perhaps have less than 5% of the global population who truly apply and create and innovate. The vision behind our program is that every person within our training program, we will be nurturing to become that independent thinkers, that global thinkers, social actors, and transformational leaders that can truly make an impact on the world, that can truly leave their footprint on the world. And just think about these people in your organization who is helping you to see the global vision, who is helping you to take the global step to integrate your products and services across the world. This is the kind of program that we are talking about at Global Branding and Marketing that can truly transform your organization. There's so much information, but over the next few months, I'll be bringing you a more frequent update. And in 2020, we're gonna dig our feet in, we're gonna dig our hand in, we're gonna get our skin dirty, all in the interest of bringing you a content of information, a superior content of information that we know will deliver two primary objectives. It will show you how the big corporation operates. It will show you about mega money, cash flow maximization, and it will show you method and best practices to get every single human resource within your organization to reach their peak point of performance. We call it self-actualization. Remember, the name of this program is Mega Money Corporate Brand for Workplace Self-Actualization and Cash Flow Maximization. Again, my name is Gary Thompson. It has been such a pleasure being with you this morning. I'm a business development consultant by profession. I'm a humanitarian by nature, and I'm the best-selling author for Billionaire Codes, and I'm also the author of Manager's Toolkit, two powerful books that will literally give you the kind of information to take your business to a whole nother level. This little book will teach you a lot about branding and marketing and how to build a global brand.